Thank you for staying here to 92.3 Nigeria Info. I'm Kalada Kuru Batabo. The Morning Crossfire, yeah, we are on it. And of course, we're looking at the newspapers right now, the newspaper review. But before I delve into what the pages of the newspapers are saying, let's do a recap of our in-house bulletin. Governor Fugbara inaugurates sharing committee for petrol subsidy palliatives received from the federal government. PDP chieftain speaks on possible expulsion of FCT minister Nyesom Wike from party. Effort still on to arrest suspects 1 week after armed robbery attack on female hostel of Rivers State University. I did like that read, I should say. You should possibly go take a listen again on Facebook. And of course, survivor of border oil facility attack narrates ordeal. Those are some of the big stories that I did find in that bulletin, the in-house bulletin. But it's time for us to delve into what the pages, the front pages of the newspapers are saying. Let's start with the Punch. And the Punch, the big headline there, fear of coups. AU suspends Gabon as Cameroon, Rwanda retired generals. 1,000 soldiers. AGF, CBN governor threatened with arrest for shunning reps probe. FG states LGs share 4.37 trillion naira in 6 months. This is coming from Nati. And PTA, BTA request drop over naira depreciation. Bank officials with that one. All right. APC dismisses accusation of monarchs influencing Nasarawa tribunal. You can find that story on the Punch. Let's get to the Vanguard quickly because I can see the phone lines beeping, and so I can go straight into conversations with you on the other side of the radio. The big headline on the Vanguard says, school scare, sit tight leaders move against their military. It's really interesting, similar with the one on the Punch, but I like this headline. Coup scare, sit tight, that's leaders who have been there for years, 30-something, 40-something years. They're moving against their own military. Interesting there. Opposition presidential candidates beg Tinubu for appointments. Opposition presidential candidates beg Tinubu for appointments. FG to shut down Murtala Mohammed Airport suspends contracts and concessions. All right, I think that's that for, that's that for the Vanguard. Let's move now. Let's move quickly to Daily Trust. And on the front pages of Daily Trust, Tinubu Gabon coupists confirmed my fear about Niger. Gabon coupists confirmed my fear about Niger. You want to take that read? It's on the Daily Trust. Article to African leaders focus on disease that bets coups, not symptoms. All right. Similar with the other ones, the Punch and the Vanguard is talking about the airport's reversal of concessions and all of that stuff. Let's see. Okay. Bayelsa governorship. PDP leaders in Southern Ijaw LGA defect to the APC. All right. You want to read that one as well. And I'm going to end with the Sun newspaper. And it says, concerns as Naira emerges worst performing African currency in 3 months. Concerns as Naira emerges worst performing African currency in 3 months. Subsidy removal, boat operators to review costs, seek palliatives. All right, let's open the phone lines. 0817 923 0002. 0817 923 0003. For WhatsApp messages, use this number 0809 030 6416. As I would usually say, audio-visual radio station. You can watch us live on Facebook. And yes, it's more interesting when you see me live talking. You and I can interact. So go there, Nigeria Info PH, drop your comments. Also, on YouTube, drop your comments as well, Nigeria Info PH, and on X Reactive, Nigeria Info PH. Let's start the conversations now. Hello, what's your name? Where are you calling in from? Hello? Okay, missed that one. 92.3, Nigeria Info. What's your name? Where are you calling in from?
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning to you.
Yeah, this is Henry calling you from Opobo.
All right, Henry, all the way from Opobo. Welcome. What's on your mind? Let's get to hear it.
Yes, on the steering committee, the governor formed constituted yesterday in sharing the subsidy palliative.
Mm-hmm.
I strongly believe that the men that he has constituted will deliver the palliative to the people. Strongly, my own local government chairman, Honorable Inyada Kukigan, I believe that he will do the needful. He's a man that knows how to reach out to everybody.
You don't think it's going to be a party affair? Because I mean, local government chairman,
no, I
PDP state chairman.
I don't think.
Okay, you don't think so?
No, I don't. It won't happen so, because I know the way you have the men that has integrity, and they know what the people are passing through.
All right,
this
then.
is not party affair. This is governance you are talking about here.
All right, then.
They are going to deliver, and my chairman is going to deliver in full capacity, because the man is going to, being at the head of affairs, being a governor, is a man that has the people at heart.
All right,
So
all right.
definitely, they will not disappoint you.
All right, Henry, thank you very much. Thank you. I've got to go now. Susie from Erema. Susie, good morning. What's on your mind? Let's hear it.
Yes, Canada morning here.
Yeah, morning.
Let me respond to Courage Nserimuvu's assertion as against the 100-day celebration for the River State government.
Oh, okay.
Now, let's start by this. The idea of 100-day celebration in office is not a metamorphosis from Sam Fubara. This is something that is coming all the way from United States. That idea was actually developed by President Franklin Roosevelt in July 25, 1933. And successive governments and past governments have celebrated it in all walks of life. And one thing again that people, activists or people like Nserimuvu should understand is that the issue of celebration of 100 days in office is not all about spending of money. It also has to do with evaluation and re-evaluation of ideas and manifesto of a political party. And that is what it is. Where did Nserimuvu see the money that Tim is going to spend? How did he know that Tim has money to spend on 100 days celebration in office? The idea of 100 days in celebration in office is not all about dancing and playing music and all of that. So if we must criticize a government,
okay, Susie, let me pause you now. Let me pause you. So, what if it comes?
Okay,
the 100 days. Eventually it will come, and when it comes, we see dancing and music and all of that. Will that make the criticism worthy?
I said it's not all about.
It's not. Of course, it's not.
Celebration.
But then again, Susie, that's the point. Now he is saying, and I know when we want to counter criticism, maybe we should look at what has been said. He is saying that the times are not great times. We've got economic downturn, and so this is not the time to do the usual. It's not. He has not said celebrating 100 days in office is bad, in my own understanding. He's saying this is not the right time. People are suffering. That's what he's saying.
When is always, Calendar, please. When is it always going to be the right time?
Okay.
There is always going to be a phenomenon in a state.
All
so
right,
does it mean that if there is economic downturn, that people are not going to smile any longer?
Okay.
Are people no longer going to church?
All
Are
right.
people not going to do things?
Okay.
So we shouldn't pause the state or put the state in the suspended animation because of the fact that we see that things are not going our own way.
Okay.
People should have a human face when they want to criticize. This government has to celebrate. After all, the government has put in place certain measures that need to be celebrated. What are we saying?
All right.
Thank you very
Susie,
much.
thank you very much. I've got to move on. Uche Ken, good morning.
Yeah. Good morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning to you. Quickly, please.
Yes. Let me look at Governor Fubara has inaugurated committee for petroleum palliative, which was given or donated by federal government. At the same measure, I heard Ambassador Desmond Akanwo is the chairman, and the council chairman also are members. This is a very good one, if you ask me. I know that many persons will air their own opinion this morning, and I bet you, Canada, that some will condemn this measure.
Let's leave what the opinions of others are. Let's go straight to your own opinion, please. Your own opinion.
My own opinion this morning is this: even if federal government said or refused to bring in this measure, nothing will still happen. Now that they have brought in this measure, we should also appreciate it. I am also calling and appealing to a committee chairman, which is Ambassador Akanwo, to please hand this palliative over to council chairman, which represents all the parties in their various local governments, and not party chairman. Because if that is done, I believe the chair will witness something else from Ongo Bajor or Tamani.
All right, thank you very much.
Instead the enemy towards all the wars.
All right, thank you very much.
That shouldn't be done.
Uchiken, thank you very much. Moving on, Braid from Barokri. Good morning to you. What's on your mind? Let's hear it, please.
Greetings to you, Kalada.
Yeah, greetings to you. Yeah, greetings to you.
Kalada, the governor of Rivers State set up committee to share palliative. Well, I don't know how we get to this point, Kalada. The truth is that the governor, even in his own state, he couldn't bring a bus to get to the old 33 LG. Even the vehicle the former governor wrote to his speaker and make it bought, they couldn't bring it to give the people just father and not their phone. I don't know whether the governors we are having right now is to serve father and not their phone. And right now, you have set up a committee. Is that what you really want?
The committee, but the committee is not. But no. But the committee is not just Obiakwan Falga now. It's 23. Should you not be applauding him for that based on your criticism? It does. What do you mean? He called the 23 local government chairmen. It was just not Desmond Akanwo and few local government chairmen.
It's okay. Let me also say that the PDP should that the appointment of the as minister, the former governor may be suspended. Well, that one is no more in use.
All right.
The PDP should take a decisive step.
All right,
I know that it's not a woman affairs the way it used to be in Rivers State.
All right.
When they sit down and look at the matter.
All right, thank you very much, Braid. I've got John from MYLGA. John, welcome. What's on your mind, please?
Canada, good morning.
Yeah.
My name is John Amadalete, calling you from Obudioga community this morning.
Quickly, straight to the point, quickly, please.
Yes, the governor of Rivers State inaugurated a committee on sharing of palliative, and the PDP spokesman said that then watching next week that at the appropriate time that they will expect the minister of FCT in the party. Yeah, let me first start with that. The minister of FCT said he wrote to the party, to the national chairman and the state chairman and the governor, and they give him go-ahead order to accept the appointment of the Ahmed Bola Tinubu as a minister. The man this morning said nothing like that he didn't write, that he didn't write to the party, that he only wrote to his own state chairman and the governor. What do you expect them to do? Will he expect him to tell me so we can no to accept the appointment as a minister of FCT? The answer is no. And who is talking? Is it a man who say one word and mean two things? Is it a man who will say 1 + 1 is 2, and when he solve it mathematically, he's giving you 10?
Right,
this is a man who said that APC is a cancer that is not going to do there. And today he accepted the appointment of APC. Is he the person who you believe? Even when they interview him in BBC Africa, he said things may change tomorrow. He said, no, that nothing is going to change.
All right, then. John, thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Secondly,
no, there's no time for your second one. I've got to go now. I'm sorry, Letan Barry, I missed your call. But let's look at some of the messages on WhatsApp, and then I'll go to Facebook. This says, good morning. I doubt if the governor really meant what he said when he pleaded with the LGA chairman not to be partisan in the distribution of the subsidy palliative when he himself is not led by example. How can he appoint the PDP chairman of the state as the palliative chairman and not expect partisanship? Would he pre with that one? All right, reactions really. Okay, good. Good morning, sir. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu had no good plans. Okay. This is not my conversation. I didn't do. I'm moving on. Thank you nonetheless. PDP will suspend Wike at the appropriate time. PDP chieftain. Will the suspension include those loyal to him? If no, then it's a mere media jamboree. As for the fraudulent activity in fuel stations, pump attendants, the management is mostly aware of those sharp practice. Comrade Iamadu Charles. All right, then, okay, that's not for me. Moving on. Daniel Bwala should know that PDP cannot suspend Chief Ian Wike. This is because suspending a man like Wike, who has the structures across all the states, will surely lead to the final burial of the party. Christian Williams from Igbo Iche. This one says Governor Fugbara set up River State Palliative Distribution Committee and guides them to be applied neutral in the distribution of the palliatives because it is not party thing. Okay, Fubara is a truly neutral governor. Actor with that one. Let's see. Good morning, Mr. Kalada. AU condemns Gabon military takeover and Rwanda retired military generals. African leaders are responsible for the military takeover currently happening now because they're corrupt. They manipulate election in their different countries in Africa. The popular choice in Africa is jettisoned and wrong people occupy executive offices in Africa. And you say your name is Anyaugu Eze Kingboy from Amaku Igbodo Eche. All right, let's look at this one. Military takeover. OAU suspends African Union now. No longer OAU, African Union now. Suspends Gabon. Rwanda reshuffles military chiefs. The revolution is here in Africa. Politicians should begin to do the needful because guys are not smiling at all. More takeovers should be expected, especially in Cameroon and others. Comrade Iceberg Ukegbu with that one. Good morning, presenter. This is Blessed from Alu. Governor Simfobara inaugurates Committee on Fuel Subsidy Removal Palliative Sharing. The committee should not share this palliative the way they did during COVID-19 palliative sharing formula. Oh, lots of messages. I need to pause and take more calls. 0817-923-0002 and 0817-923-0003. But first, I'll branch Facebook and let's see what messages we've got there. All right, let's see. Xavier Akpadu says, as regards the sharing of the palliatives, I plead with the executive governor of River State, His Excellency Sim Fubara, to personally monitor the distribution of Outer West because the one of Outer West must be hijacked by the cabals there. All right, Xavier Akpadu, thank you. Amaime Akuneche says, Naira is the worst value currency in Africa in 3 months. I think we should allow... Oh, come on, I'm not going to read that. Moving on. Wanyawu Obioma Noble says, Governor Sim Fubara inaugurates the petroleum palliative team. I pray the team will not turn it to man no man. They should ensure that the palliative would get a common river citizens, or to get to common river citizens, I guess you meant to say, because it was for the interest of the common citizens that the palliative was initiated. I've got Temple from HA. Temple, welcome.
Good morning, the very distinguished Canada. How are you doing this morning?
I'm doing great, Temple. Welcome. Let's talk, please.
Yes, happy new month to you, sir.
Same to you. Welcome.
I think, like my governor said, while inaugurating the committee that will be in charge of the palliative, telling the local government chairman to make it a communal something. I think for me, that is the best way to go. The TDC chairman, he talk about the chiefs. If probably he look forward to good pastors within the confines of our community, bring them on board, and making sure that the poorest of the poor, if the rich will not, position themselves as the poorest of the poor, and making sure that this palliative gets to the hand of those who need this palliative the most. I'm also appealing to our leaders. Please don't make this palliative in a way that you will go and stock it in your warehouse. Discharge it, because at the end of the day, there is always going to be a time for tomorrow. But I want to appeal to most of these multinationals. Like my own barrister Choma Choko says, I think it's in order. But if this mob will have some security personnel in their security regalia, then vehicles of persons will not be protected. Even some of them go as far as giving them tale. What is the essence of having security guards at the confines of their, more premises? For me, I think they should do more in making sure that the vehicles of their customers are being protected. At least it will give them some kind of leverages so that more customers will continue to come. If customers continue to lose their vehicle, my brother, it will give them a bad, bad market too.
All right, then.
In our local palace. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Temple, with that one. Let's look at what's on X. Mustafa Alkali Koko says, I hope the committee inaugurated by Governor Fubara for sharing of fuel subsidy palliative will do the needful. They should not use partisan formula, please. All right. Emil Commander JP on X also says, the retirement and sacking of military officers cannot guarantee coup d'etat in African countries. I guess you meant cannot stop coup d'etat in African countries unless the leaders stay away from gluing onto power and the welfare of the electorate is taken into consideration. I've got Stanley from Old GRA. Stanley, greetings. Good morning. What's on your mind?
The border security situation with the USD situation.
All right, then.
And the increasing one chance security challenge.
All right, let's hear you. Let's hear you.
Some illegal bracing moves against their fellow security men on the MCLS case. One of the challenges we have is the security that has got a landlord. Security tends to have become a landlord in our society shamefully. And you begin to wonder what is internal security doing. By now, I expected that the chief executive board at the federal and state level should have given a marching order to their security apparatuses to say, look, this illegal arms proliferation in our society must stop. And any area, geographical area where there's any incident, the security officer within that locale must be seriously sanctioned. But that is after the executives have fulfilled their own responsibility, legal responsibility to the value of claim of the security apparatuses. So it is a shame that we still have all this going on. And these guys that carry illegal arms in society are getting stronger by the day because they know that the security apparatuses are not working. So DSS, please, where is your intent? Show yourself now, not against the military.
All right,
then. On the 100 days,
quickly, please. Quickly.
Has constituted a committee to share. I think that it amounts to the program that they will give the man a fish, you feed him for a day, but teach him how to fish. River State can grow 7 million tons of rice. I think I've met someone that came into River State. I wanted to go on it. He was looking for support. He couldn't get support. I don't know whether he has left River State. So that means that the government should focus on things that will mitigate the impact of the economy and provide abundant food. The summary is that River State can provide abundant food and export it to other states. And it's outside the country. That's what the government should be thinking about.
All right, then.
This is the biopic and what they call sentimental. This is not important to the people.
All right, thank you.
We spend our money to taxpayer money.
Thank you very much, Stanley. Stanley, I've got to go now. I'm sorry, I've got to let you go. And just by the way, to correct a mistake from a caller earlier, the human rights activist or rights activist who spoke about the 100 days in office in our news bulletin is Clifford Solomon, not another person, but Clifford Solomon, not Courage in Sirimuvu. Right? Okay, good. Let's move on. Alfred is calling from MO. Alfred, greetings to you. Welcome. What's on your mind?
Thank you, Canada. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning to you.
Canada, Governor Fubara inaugurated a palliative sharing committee. Canada, I want to ask you a question. Is it possible for you to keep the goats and the yam together and then you tell the goats not to eat the yam? That's absolutely not possible. You can't tell a committee where you made the PDP chairman and all the 23 local government chairmen are of PDP and then you're telling them not to make it political. How? In this state that everything is so politicized, I think the governor has not acted well. If he meant that palliative to get to the poorest of the poor, there are non-partisan good men here in Rivers State that can report to him very well, even in all the local governments. But because you want to make it his PDP political affairs, that was why he made those persons the palliative committees and chairman. So nothing will come out of it.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Alfred. I've got to let you go there. Reading some more messages, tons of them, I should say. John Robertson from HA, Lumen fuel scarcity by Eatman. I pray this should not happen, because if it happens, it's going to be more disastrous. African leaders and now G3 over imminent military takeover to more countries. Poor leadership is responsible for all of this. African leaders should wake up. One more. When is the appropriate time to expel Wike? Even if the expulsion comes now, it is no longer useful. He supported APC during the election, and now he's a minister. Onowa Kingsley from HA. This one says, good morning. The said Wala is not a member of PDP. Thought less of being a chieftain. He was brought into the party by Atiku as a member of his media team and does not have the right to speak for the party. That's the much that I can take. Thank you very much. A commercial break coming up next. Stay tuned.
Have you ever been denied a visa to travel to the UK or fallen victim to immigration scams? Attend Jagba or no Jagba and never experience